What does it mean to be great, gang? Is it, being charitable? Is it being kind? Is it making an impact on the lives of many people, regardless of how severe or how positive or negative the impact is? What does it even mean to be great? Well, everyone knows greatness comes after success. It's the addition, it's like supplementary to success. People become successful, then they do some good stuff or some bad stuff, and that makes them great. No, I'm not saying greatness isn't always positive, right? You can have a massive impact and still be a piece of shit. But I feel like greatness shouldn't come from the perspective of the world, but from the perspective of your own people. And I'm not saying your own people, as in your family, your friends, and stuff. I mean your own people in with respect to your ancestors, right? Your See, for me, I don't really know what any of them did, what most of them did, at least. I can't tell, but I know I don't have generational wealth, so clearly none of them were that successful financially. And I am the result of thousands of people getting together and having a good time. So, yeah, I feel like that does motivate me a lot to, pursue a life that they couldn't have because they were too focused on living. They were too focused on, getting food for the day. But I feel like my grandfather has worked extremely hard to give my parents, at least my dad, and even my mom's side has worked very hard to give them the life they had. And my mom dad are working hard to give me the life that they couldn't have. So it's only my moral obligation to do more than what all of them did and give my kids the life I didn't have, or probably just live a better life than they lived because they were great, right? It's because of your parents that you're in the position you're in right now. If you are a kid that's like below 20 years old, right? I think after you reach 20, your life, after you move out, is mostly dependent on you from that point on, right? Then you can become a drug addict or an alcoholic and just throw it all away. Or you can become like a goated investor and some rich dude with like skills nobody else possesses in the world. So he's like super valuable and this is like, it's all dependent on you in the later stages of life. And I feel like I if I prepare for those later stages of life right now by just figuring out what I like, what I can do, what I can do efficiently, what I can do without feeling bored, feel like that's gonna help out a lot when I eventually, have to work for a paycheck. Like right now I have the freedom to not work at all. If I decided I wanted a break from studying, if I decided, oh, today I just want to go out with my friends and chill, I can do that. I can do that. And that's crazy. That's such a privileged thing to have. Most kids don't have that. Right? Kids have child labor and stuff. We don't. I mean, if you're watching this video, I know you don't have child labor and stuff, bro. So yeah, we are lucky kids. But I feel like that luck should not go unappreciated. And the way to let luck go unappreciated is to not work on it. Right? Everyone has problems. Even the super rich kids, Frank Ocean reference, have problems. Right? They're like, oh, my dad doesn't spend enough time with me because he's out getting rich, and I have no father figure in my life anymore, mostly. And that's like, I cannot make decisions, and I'm too immature. And rich kids don't have the experiences, they don't have the traumas that we go through, and we don't. And it's like it costs them a life with less experiences, a life with less wisdom. Meanwhile, we don't have as much traumas and experiences as the very poor, starving kids do. So we don't have to go through bad stuff, and the bad stuff we go through is we for us to become better as people, becoming stronger. So it's like life is cruel to everyone, and you will never have a life filled with ease and happiness all the time. That's called heaven. Congratulations, just figured it out. Probably not, but I said it because I wanted to sound smart, and I am smart. Whatever. So what I'm saying is, like, becoming great shouldn't be a priority, but it should be a want. And it should be a big enough want for you to sacrifice sensual pleasures. The IPL game, like the IPL final, if you don't know, that's the Indian cricket thing, which is very hype. It's the best thing ever in the whole world. I could have watched it, but I went to sleep at 10. Why? Because I want to feel like I'm on the right path. But actually, feeling like you're on the right path will just motivate you to be on the right path more often than those who are not. Right? Sleeping at 10, waking up at 5:30, it's just getting 7 hours, 30 minutes of sleep. Most people get less than that. Most people, some people get more than that. But point is, when I do it, it feels like I'm doing something right, which motivates me to do other things that are right. And even though me and some other person will probably have the same hours to work with, right? Same hours in our day. There's a very high chance that I get more done, or I feel like I get more done, which makes me feel like I can do it again the next day. Whereas the other dude probably could get less done, and even if he gets more done, won't really feel like much because he woke up like a normie. I mean, it's all preference. It's all about preference, and people have their own preferences. Make waking up early, going to bed early has always been like a lifestyle for me, which I never got to chase or never got to live, which I can right now, which I always could, but I want to do it now. So I am. And that's the freedom I have. I don't have to work, countless shifts or even study till like 3 a.m. at night because my whole village is poor and I need to feed them after graduating NEET and becoming a, um, I don't know, insert funny doctor profession. But yeah, I am not bound to much right now. Not much is expected off of me. I mean, yeah, a lot is expected from me, but at least for me, I can have a day off without regretting it, without suffering any real consequences. And that, my friend, is the whole point of life. If you have that for most of your life, you've lived a good life. Well, if you look at it from a freedom perspective. If you're a piece of shit, then you're still a piece of shit. And yeah, whatever, bro. Also, this car looks really good. Let's let's see what we could do in order to maintain our freedom and just work more. And ultimately, I know I'm gonna have to stop relying on my parents. I still don't know the hardships, the struggles, the challenges I'm gonna face when I actually join the workforce, when I actually have to, make a living without the help of anyone else. Ooh, scary. So yeah, there's a lot of hard stuff to come, but I've dealt with most of the hard stuff that's come my way until now. But me saying that is at 16 is like a 3-year old kid saying, yeah, I've dealt with most of the hard stuff that come my way. But the hardest shit that's come his way is him falling down and trying to get back up. Just like dumb. So yeah, probably 30-year-olds me is gonna like look back at these videos and be like, oh, this piece of shit doesn't even know what suffering is. Why are you making a huge deal about it? But it's a huge deal now, okay? It was a huge deal falling down on my face when I was a kid, and even going through the stuff I'm going through right now is a huge deal to me right now. But yeah, whatever. Whatever, okay. Older you is just a piece of shit who's gonna blame you for everything. So give him less chances to blame you, right? Just do the work for him, because older you is gonna be ruthless to younger you. Remember that, right? If older you is starving someday, he's gonna blame it all on you little bro, and then that's not gonna be fire, because you are you, so you can't even do anything about it. well, you can do most of the stuff, and that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck. See, I just need some time to frame the quotes. As you know, you need to have depth to your character. And yeah, wish you a happy married life, guys.